Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Spence Dogs Lounge video. Sorry, it's been a while. I'm actually enrolling in classes again, so yeah. So I have responsibilities outside of the YouTube channel now. So, anywho, I got the chance to read once again a lot of comics for the month of January, so be prepared. This may be a little bit of a long video to watch, and basically I'm just gonna make this easy on everyone and just basically give a brief summary of what's gone on in the stuff I've been reading for the month of January. So to start off, I'm gonna start off with the bi-monthly titles I've been reading, and so Green Arrow 14 and 15. This is continuing the Emerald Outlaw story arc. It's really good so far. Highly recommend reading this series. It really brings back some of the classic rogues of the Green Arrow we haven't seen in a while. And if you watched the first season of Arrow, you are really going to appreciate the villain who Oliver is currently fighting. Plus, Ben Percy has delivered. He said this series would go into a little bit of the socio-political realm, and he's done a good job regarding some of the political issues he's put in his series so far. Can't complain at all. The art is consistent. Check this book out. And then for the other bi-monthly title I am reading, it's Green Lanterns, so issues 14 and 15. Issue 14, it was the conclusion of the Phantom Ring arc. Overall, I thought it was good. I'm really enjoying this team of Jessica Cruz and Simon Baz working together, overcoming their strengths and weaknesses, and proving that they are capable Green Lanterns that can take care and guard the Earth. Also, number 15 of Green Lanterns, this issue sort of really was a tad bit emotional for me because it was really, really powerful reading about Jessica and how, like, she's a normal person at the end of the day, and we as humans have emotions, and it was, as someone who does suffer from anxiety and some depression, it was really powerful seeing a Green Lantern going through that. And if a Green Lantern can overcome depression and anxiety, to me, that is very powerful right there. Not trying to get too over emotional or any of that stuff, but just read it, number 15. Green Lanterns 15, and you can understand why some people view Green Lanterns to be very inspirational superheroes that people look up to a lot. Alrighty, then the other bi-monthly title I am reading from DC, that would be Detective Comics, and the issues that came out in January were issues 948 and 949. So this was actually a two-part mini-series called Rise of the Batwoman. It really focused on Kate Kane and how she became or started her career as Batwoman, and it was a good two-story arc. I enjoyed it a lot. Plus, the art is breathtakingly gorgeous. Ben Oliver's work is top-notch stuff, and also I really can't complain at all with James Tynion IV's work so far. It's been fantastic so far. Alrighty. Oh, another thing that's worth noting, that Daredevil had 2 issues this month, and those were issues 15 and 16. So in 15, we get the aftermath of what happened to Daredevil's ward, Blind Spot. I'm not going to say protege, because Blind Spot wasn't really trying to become the next Daredevil. He just wanted to help out his community from the people that were causing trouble. But A while back after that Dark Art storyline, something happened to Sam. Not going to spoil it, but read it and you will find out. But basically, Matt feels he's responsible for what happened to Blind Spot, so he gets himself into a very dark place. And if you've known for a while now that some of the previous writers have treated Daredevil as the whipping boy for depression, and we saw Matt go back to a really low place, and he resorted to putting a bounty on his head to take out his frustrations with the consequences that happened to Blind Spot. He feels he's responsible for what happened to him. So it was a little bit sad reading some of this stuff, but there was, at the end of issue 16, it ended on a positive note, and that made me very happy. And overall, I really can't complain at all with Charles Soule's run on Daredevil. I have to say, as of right now, it's good, but if you want like more of a good action-adventure swashbuckling feel of a read Mark Waid's stuff. It's good as well. Alright, so back to the subject at hand. Those were the end of the bi-monthly titles, and then let's talk about the monthlies now. So a while back I read the Atom, the Rebirth issue. It was really fun and enjoyable seeing a new face, being Ryan Choi, an Asian character donning the mantle of the Atom. I have no problem at all with diversity in comics. Comics are meant to be inclusive, and that doesn't really bother me at all. But overall, great issue. It was nice seeing Ryan getting to know Dr. Raymond Palmer and having a great friendship. And then, if you read the Rebirth issue way back a couple months ago when the whole Rebirth initiative started up, sort of gives us a good jump forward, what's going to happen next with Ryan Choi. And if you want to find out, you're going to have to read Steve Orlando's JLA series. Personally, I'm really excited for that to come out. Oh yeah, Unworthy Thor number 3. Jason Aaron is delivering one of, personally, his best work to date with this miniseries. If you're a fan of Thor Odinson and want to know if he's going to regain the power of Mjolnir at all whatsoever, read the miniseries. I guarantee we will have answers by the end of issue 5. Alright, Hawkeye number 2. I'm actually surprised by this. This is a new book from the Marvel Now initiative, and it's very fun and interesting to read. It follows Kate Bishop's footsteps of trying to break out of Clint's shadow, and is basically operating a detective private eye agency out in California. Really enjoying it so far, and hoping it doesn't follow the same syndrome some books have suffered in Marvel. It gets maybe 6 or 12 issues and gets canceled. Really don't want to see this happen to this book. I think it has potential to maybe last at least 20 issues or more, in my honest opinion. Titans number 7. This is the issue after the battle with Kadabra gets done, and we see the Titans relocate to Manhattan, New York. I really like this book because if any of you ever grew up during the time period when Marv Wolfman did the original Titans run, and I'm not really attached to these characters, but it does, to me, it reminds me a lot of the Teen Titans show from Cartoon Network. We have some of the characters in it, but not all of them. We do have Dick Grayson, but if you ever watched the Teen Titans show back in the day, we did have cameos from Aqualad, Arsenal, Red Arrow, and not sure if there was Donna Troy or Tempest, but yeah, I don't think there was Wally West either. But if you ever grew up reading the original Teen Titans group, you will love this book. And I'm really enjoying it. Like, I've never had exposure to some of these like other Titan characters before, but it is very well written, and Dan Abnett is doing a great job on it. So I recommend this book. Alright, what else? Red Hood and the Outlaws, number 6. This is the book that keeps on giving, and I'm really surprised by this. A while back, I want to say a year ago, I gave the first 2 volumes of Scott Lobdell's New 52, Red Hood and the Outlaws. Wasn't really impressed with it at all, but this makes his New 52 stuff look like yesterday's garbage. I'm sorry to say that, but it's that good. It really is. Lobdell has a way of writing in Jason very well, and he's been able to do it really well so far in a good, cohesive manner, which is telling good storytelling. So I'm digging it. Check it out. If you're interested in Jason Todd, read this book. I guarantee you will enjoy it. Oh yeah. For a while now, I've been reading a series called Moonshine from Image. I'm read the 4th issue came out this month. Gave it a read. It's good stuff. Basically, think werewolves and moonshining, the illegal liquor running. Back in the day of the like New York gangsters and all that stuff. It's a really interesting read so far. Don't want to spoil too many details, but if you are a fan of Brian Azzarello's work, give it a read. Oh yeah. We also have Cave Carson number 4. This is the 4th issue from the Young Animal imprint from DC. This series is very entertaining so far. I'm really enjoying the weird, trippy sci-fi adventure feel to this book. Gerard Way has done a good job so far. Like, I haven't read any of the other stuff. Have given Mother Panic a try. Read the first couple of issues. I think I just made trade weight for it, so there's that. But overall, Cave Carson, it's my favorite from the Young Animal imprint so far. Like, I'm not going to try to spoil plot details, but basically it's a love child of Atlantis, the Lost Empire, combined with a Jules Verne adventure. Really digging it so far. And then, oh yeah, Gamora number 2. This is written by the same person that did the script writing for Guardians of the Galaxy, and it's pretty good. So if you do like Guardians of the Galaxy and want to learn more about Gamora, I highly recommend this series because it goes into her history before she joined the Guardians of the Galaxy, and this is set in a time where she was still being taught and instructed by Thanos. So if you want to see more of that Mad Titan, read this story as well. Oh yes, then we have Doctor Strange number 16. The Blood in the Aether storyline has officially ended. Pretty good. I did feel like it did drag at times, but it was a consistently good story, and personally, I'm excited for the next story arc. Bring it on, Jason Aaron. I really like the stuff you write. Good stuff. Oh yeah. Next we have Ghost Rider number 3. Honestly, I think this book is okay. Like, may give it one more issue, then I may drop it. Like, yay, Robbie Reyes, we have him back in comic book form, but my one complaint about this series is Felipe Smith. He's doing the this story arc. He's basing it off of the old 90s Fantastic Four of Spider-Man, Ghost Rider, the Hulk, and Wolverine. And okay, no complaints, doing a homage. I like the idea, but Robbie hasn't really had too much of an impact in the story so far, so that's why I'm not really digging the series so far. If I'm going to want to read a Ghost Rider series, I want more inclusion of Robbie Reyes and his Ghost Rider working together and taking out bad dudes. But as of right now, he's just being a pissy lone wolf right now. And, oh yeah, infamous Iron Man #3. I know people may have different opinions on Brian Michael Bendis' work, but this is really good stuff. I know I may be sounding like a brown noser, but I don't care what you say. Once it comes to Bendis' solo work, he delivers. And if you are a huge fan of Doctor Doom, like I am, you probably should be reading this book. I honestly think this is going to be one of the highest rated books in the next year from Marvel, in my honest opinion. And, am I missing anything? Oh yeah, the final book, Jessica Jones #4, another book by Brian Michael Bendis. And this is one of his babies, one of his original creations. It's good. It's really good. So if you're a fan of Jessica Jones, the original series or the TV show, read this book. It's good. On my word, I guarantee you will enjoy it. Yeah, so that's all the stuff I was able to read in January. And if I can, in the next week or so, I'll definitely try to get more videos onto my YouTube channel. But I got my college responsibilities. So anyways, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Give me a like on my channel. Follow me at Twitter at SpenceDogYoy. And have a good day.